shit, damn, damn. Bounce on that 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 shit, damn, damn. Bounce on that.
Hey Poos, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Taisha. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you as always. I love you guys for supporting my channel. With that being said, let's get into the vlog. So we are headed out for date night, and my husband and I haven't been on a date night in quite a long time. So like we've been chilling together, but we haven't been on an official date night. So we are actually going out, and it ain't nighttime, child. We going out for happy hour because we don't do that no more. Okay. Yeah, but I'm still on my social media hiatus. I'm just popping in. Like I said, I'm not yet ready to pick up my camera to vlog routinely or anything like that. So, you know, whenever you get a video, you get a video. I'm just kind of popping in. My husband is at the gym. He'll be back from the gym soon. And so, yeah, I am so choppy and all over the place. That's what happens when you don't pick up your camera and you don't vlog for a long time. You be like, what? Huh? What? Anyways, so I don't even know what to say. But I wanted to talk to y'all about, speaking of social media hiatus, about social media detoxing, because I tried to get back on Instagram today. And baby, it is so nauseating. And I mean absolutely nauseating. It made me so angry. I just deleted the app again. So the only social media platforms that I have are YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And Instagram is becoming like Facebook for me. Facebook, I haven't been on since 2012. And that was only to like announce the funeral arrangements for my dad's death. So for me, I feel like Instagram has just become so negative. Y'all, it almost makes me want to cry a little bit because I'm like, how are human beings so negative? But I mean, I know why. God says the world is going to become wicked in the end of our days. And, you know, like people are just so freaking mean-spirited. But for me, my For You page is so positive, like because I made it that way. Not my For You page. See, that's what I'm saying. My feed, my Instagram feed. So when I log in, my Instagram is positive. It's filled with faith-based stuff, you know, scriptures, motivational speakers, therapists, yoga, you know, like my mutuals and my mutual friends and family who are positive people. I have a few people that I have to delete. And that's the other thing I was about to talk about. Like a lot of people that I need to unfollow and block, because I'm not that girl that I want anybody following me or seeing anything that I'm doing if you don't rock with me, or like if we not vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like what, I don't really understand the point behind all of that, just to be following somebody just to follow somebody. Like I just have a purpose in everything that I do now. Like I want it to be with purpose. Even when I'm actively on Instagram though, y'all, I post pictures and I make my post and I get off, and that's it. Like I don't engage very much with a lot of people, and I don't be expecting any engagement. Like I just post what I want to post, things that I want to come back to and see, pictures and stuff. I love taking photos. Y'all already know that. Like one thing about me is I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, so I love taking photos since I was a little kid. So the fact that they have cameras now that I can afford, baby, I'm going to take a picture, okay? I love taking pictures. I was just thinking about the time when Instagram first came out, and why I loved it so much was because of the fact that there was a platform where you just post photos. That's it. The way they trying to ban TikTok, ban Instagram, because that is just for the birds, okay? What I will say is that as it relates to TikTok, I feel like it's one of the more positive the social media apps that are out. And so it makes sense to me as a Christian that they're trying to ban it, because it's a positive app. A lot of people that I've come in contact with have been saying the same thing. And I have been like, really, my heart has really smiled when I hear people talk about TikTok in that way, because of social media. And everything about social media has become so negative. And so, like, the fact that it's all fun, particularly on my feed, it's funny stuff, again, Christian and faith-based stuff. Anything else, I click not interested, because I want to see positive stuff. And so, TikTok is basically the only social media app that I'll scroll on. During my social media hiatus, though, I have been on TikTok, but I have just given myself like a time limit, because I realized that I was spending too much time on TikTok. And so too much of anything is not good. So even with TikTok, and that's going to tie into the next thing that I'm going to talk about, but even with TikTok, I had to recently delete my previous TikTok, my original TikTok, because I permanently deleted it, because I had people watching my page and looking on my page that were toxic family members, and I just didn't want to see them. Yeah, I could just make my page private, but I just wanted to completely get rid of it. I haven't been on TikTok that long, so it was easy for me. I wanted to completely get rid of it and let it go. Just surrender and just let it go. Because again, I don't understand. People don't understand how that's a mental health issue when you're following somebody that you don't rock with, that you don't like, that you don't wish well, and you want to see what they're doing. First of all, why are you even going to their page? Why? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to do that and start all over. And so on TikTok, I simply have a page, and I use it just to see stuff, just to watch funny videos, just to get Christian and faith-based material, just to be inspired by a motivational speaker or somebody that's a therapist, or somebody, that's going through something similar as me. That is it. That's what I use TikTok for. That's it. And then YouTube, YouTube is just YouTube. You have so much control over what you watch, you just don't click it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm going to need you to get it together. I'm going to need you to get it together.
Dude, why you ain't ready?
What you mean I ain't ready?
I told you Black to be ready.
I'm all clean. But y'all, so here on YouTube, if y'all can recommend some mature Christians that are real, raw, genuine vloggers, you know what I'm saying? I actually went through my YouTube for the first time, and I unfollowed a lot of people, and that was the first time I ever did that. I was I kept going on YouTube, and I wasn't interested in the people I was following anymore. I just wasn't connecting anymore to what they were saying. And, vlogging is so subjective. And I think for me, the people that I was watching, they were entertaining for that period. But the only two vloggers that I feel that I can connect with now that I watch is Peyton Charles and Aaliyah's Face. And Aaliyah's Face is much younger than I, but she's so mature. She's definitely beyond her years. And Peyton, she just real, she raw, she's the same age as me. And her life, just her vlogs and the way she edits, it's not super polished, but just so real, and I connect with it. So if you guys know any people that are similar, but I am looking for your recommendations, please, on some new vloggers that I can watch here on YouTube. At this stage where I am in my life, that anything I do, I want to do it with purpose. So if I'm going to be on YouTube, I don't just want to be watching somebody's vlog and I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I watch people's videos, and the people that I've been watching, I'm just kind of just been just sitting there. I just been so uninterested. And maybe it's YouTube itself, which is probably why I haven't been on here. But yeah, it just is what it is. I don't know what to tell y'all. I feel like God is, if you watch my last vlog, then it makes sense. I just feel like God is just transforming me and molding me, and so the stuff that I was doing before this spiritual transformation isn't hitting the same as it was before. We going somewhere where I'm gonna be messy?
You gonna be what?
It can get a little messy or no?
You going to Bone Pit.
Oh, okay.
Who Chris, man, they done changed their prices and everything. It's $19 for the shrimp on Happy Hour.
Damn.
You know that it's $25 regular?
Oh, so they ain't really got no happy hour. So this is the outfit of the day. Very cutesy. I was going to change my purse out, but I didn't. I don't feel like it. Instead, to make it a little bit more dainty, I'm going to take the strap off and then just carry it as a top handle. So this is what we're doing today. So let's go. This is for the birds. I almost tweaked my back twice.
I should've put you somewhere where no one can find you. Mansion out in the sticks with nothing around you. Katy, Texas, Dallas, Texas, you know a different environment. You got desires, I know. You got desires, I know. You got desires. You got that fire, and I'm not a liar. You had me down on my knees, every day had to talk beside you. I'm in that 80 and one of them, this different priority. I try to pay all your loans off and copy you a driver. I had to stand too close to the city, you acting too vulnerable.
Alright, y'all, so date night was a success. We are headed home. My husband had to stop at a grocery store real quick. We actually stopped at 2 grocery stores, and I forgot to bring y'all along when we left the Bonefish restaurant. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to pop in and encourage, you know, anybody that's going through a social media detox and how that can affect, like, personally, like, I was just thinking about something. I was just thinking about when I went on social media today to get back onto Instagram, and just how disgusted I was and how it just brought me so much anxiety, and I just was like, no, I'm not interested. And I just wanted to encourage everybody to, like, be very mindful of what you are absorbing, you know, and try your best to take time away. I think we all need to take time away from social media. Like, that literally needs to be a thing. It needs to be a part of your daily self-care if you're going to be on social media, because it's just, it's really, it can really be a negative force in your life. And it can also destroy relationships, you know. And I don't think, for me, social media destroyed relationships. I just think it was like, it added fuel to the fire. You know, things went left, and then you go on social media, somebody like me that's protecting my peace, that I'm not going to be that person that's going to continue to follow somebody and watch what other people do in the midst of not even a disagreement, because a disagreement is just basic, but in the midst of, like, some significant drama, like somebody did something real serious to me. I'm not going to just sweep it under the rug and act like it's okay. That part of my life is behind me. I'm the person who has to confront the situation. We have to confront the situation, and we don't have to agree, but we can agree to disagree. But there has to be some sort of communication before we can move on in a healthy fashion, whether you agree with me or not. And whether I agree with you or not. I know a lot of people, that a lot of family and friends that feel like, you know, somebody told me that they were talking to somebody else. I had unfollowed this person. This was years ago, and they said, well, this person feels like it's a big F you to them when you unfollow them. And I was shocked. I was so, y'all don't understand. I was super shocked. I was shocked, one, because I was surprised that somebody felt like the click of a button really meant that much. That's my thought. You know what I mean? Like, but I realize there's a lot of people who hold value in the click of a button, in the click of a follow button. There's value in that to them. And that's what the world has become, you know? And so for me, that is not a big deal anymore. Like I said, like I'm not close to any family members, no family members. I have 0 family members that I am close to at this time in my life. And that if I continue to be toxic, if I continued to the cycle of generational curses, then I would be welcomed with open arms and I'd still be in that same space. But because I broke the cycle and I want better for myself, I have 0 relations on both sides of my family. And I cannot tell you the peace that I have as a result. I have so much peace. And those of you that are like, well, God doesn't want that for you. Let me tell you, go read your word and understand. I understand that God didn't want that for me if it meant me being around those people and them stealing the glory that I was supposed to give to him. You know, me being around those people and them being so toxic that it drove me almost into insanity. God doesn't want that for me. So I follow a lot of therapists and like trauma therapists, and they will talk about, you know, the steps that you take when you want to disassociate from your family so that you can have a better life, disassociate from toxic family. And I see in the comment section so many people are afraid, and I remember what that felt like, to be afraid to disassociate, to be afraid to separate myself from my family members, because I was afraid of what would they think. I was afraid of, like, I knew my family. I knew that it would be a smear campaign. I knew that people would lie on me. I knew that people would talk about me, but I didn't know to what extent, you know, like to just make up absolute lies, to make up stuff when I ain't even around. Like, I'm not even around and people just make up stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to get to a point where you just don't care. Like, why? Like, it's like, why do you care? In the beginning, that's easier said than done. But then as you do the work and that time passes and you grieve the loss of those living family members, but then you dwell in your peace and you sit in that and you grow closer to the Lord, then it all becomes so worth it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this date night video mixed with a little bit of inspiration and encouragement, and me again being vulnerable. You know, the one thing I'll say with all of this that you do, there's no malice intent. So there's no malicious intent for me when I did any of this. I simply wanted my peace and I simply wanted to grow closer to the Lord. And so I thank you guys for coming along with us on this journey, and I will see you guys in the next vlog, whenever that may be. I have no idea. I told y'all I'm on a hiatus. I just wanted to pop in with y'all to share a little bit of our date night. And so we are headed home. Damn, my neck about to get a concussion, but yeah, we are headed home.
They ain't had no Bronx.
They ain't had no Bronx. Anyway, we are headed home, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure if you like my content, you subscribe to my channel. And as always, God bless you guys and stay well.